Hello and welcome to the Road to $1 million US, the series where I try to make $1 million before I graduate from university. Today sitting at 26 subscribers, 16 videos. Let's get right into these charts, guys, because today I have some very important stuff to show you guys. Now, first zooming out a little bit on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that so far my support and resistance levels right here have been pretty accurate, guys. So this is a very good sign. And what you can see today is that we are right now breaking out, potentially breaking out from this resistance level right here. So now zooming in on a 2-hour time frame, why is this significant in my opinion? Let's take a look at this, because you can see that right here we have a inverse head and shoulders pattern. So we have the left shoulder right here, the head right here, and then the right shoulder right here. So this has already formed. Okay, and what we are seeing right now is potentially, if we end up breaking this line right here, then we could be seeing a breakout which has a pretty significant price target, which I will share with you in 1 second. First of all, you can see that we are already above this resistance level right here. So if we actually close above this, there is a pretty decent likelihood that we actually end up breaking to the upside here. And the price target that would be associated with this would be about, get ready for this, $73,000. Okay, so this would be a pretty large potential move to the upside. However, of course, we must take into account these resistance levels right here, because these are pretty significant resistance levels. However, there's another thing which may be giving us a clue on what the next big move for Bitcoin is going to be. So let me show you guys that. Right here, you have a symmetrical triangle pattern, which I already talked about in yesterday's video a little bit. However, today there is a pretty significant update to this, because we are currently at this very top part of the triangle here. So if we end up breaking out, and you can see here we have about 1 hour left before this candle closes. If we end up breaking out and confirming another 4-hour candle close above it, it may start looking pretty good, guys. So the price target for this, which I already shared in yesterday's video, but let me just draw it out again, just so you guys are aware, or in case you haven't seen previous video, the same price target. The price target would roughly be $73,000 again. So like I said, of course, we have to be aware of these resistance levels right here. But I'm just saying these would be the technical price targets for these moves. Now, before we all put our celebratory hats on and we get way too bullish, let me just be clear, guys, that if we actually end up trading back into the range here and we end up seeing a break down from here, this would be the inverse, right? So this would be a terrible situation for the price, because in that case, the price target would be about $57,000, okay? So this is still a potential outcome. I want to show you guys the potential bullish scenarios as well as the potential bearish scenarios, so you can be up to date and aware of what might be happening in the market. Obviously, I can't predict what is going to happen. I can simply show you what is visible in the charts and share that with you, so you can be prepared for what you can do next. Okay? Obviously, this is not financial advice though, so do whatever you want with this information. I'm simply sharing with you what I'm looking at in the markets today. So now getting into these liquidation heat maps for today, guys. First of all, looking at the 1-month liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. If you aren't aware of what this is, let me just quickly explain it. This is basically where the people that are trading with leverage get liquidated. So for example, here at about 73,500, around that range, you can see that, let's say, roughly $2.1 billion worth of liquidations will occur. So where people that are trading leverage get their trade blown up, right, and they lose their money. What typically happens is the price of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, there's multiple pairs and everything that you can just select right here, but I typically look at Bitcoin. What Bitcoin typically does is it moves towards these big pockets of liquidity where a lot of leverage gets taken out of the market. Okay, and looking at this liquidation heat map today over the past month, you can see that we have a very large pocket of over $2 billion worth of liquidations at about 74K and 50K. So in my opinion, it looks like there's some indecision in the market, right? So there's a decent probability here that we will just continue to trade sideways for a little bit. We already had this big move down about, let's say, 18 to 20%, and now we may just start ranging a little bit until a clear decision is made of what is actually going to happen in the market here. I think, on the other hand, though, there is a decent chance that this, which will probably ultimately occur by Wednesday, this will also help determine what the next big move for Bitcoin is going to be. But it can still, of course, be a fake out, right? But that is besides the point. For now, let me just say, there's a big pocket of liquidity above us and below us. So for me personally, I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking any trades at the moment until, at the very least, I'm seeing some clear confirmation of what is going on right here and what is going on right here. So now zooming in a little bit. So the previous chart was the 1 month Bitcoin liquidation heat map. Now we're looking at the 1 week Bitcoin liquidation heat map. And you can see that there is a big pocket of liquidity of close to $1 billion at $68,300. Okay, so this is a big price target in the short term. However, we cannot fade that at just above $60,000, there's also $500 million worth of liquidations. So again, this is the type of situation where we have a lot of liquidity above us and below us. So in my opinion, it is just a time to sit it out and wait, see what happens. As to show you how these liquidation heat maps can be of help practically, we just took out a big pocket of liquidity on the upside right here. So now there's more liquidity below us than above us in the very short term, right? So looking at this, you could say like, okay, we just took out a lot of liquidity on the upside right here. So there's a decent chance that we just start trading back into this range here before we get the next move. I don't want to make any conclusions about this because I don't know where the price is going to go. I'm simply looking at the charts. And for me personally, as I have been telling you guys in these last couple of videos, I'm not doing anything. So the reason why I'm not doing anything is because I bought a bunch of altcoins and stuff right here at the top of the head. And I specifically made a video about this, telling you guys 5 days ago, I'm buying these altcoins now. That was actually when we were at the very bottom of this right here, right into this support level, which is why I started buying. But of course, as I made clear in this video, we aren't out of the woods yet. It's not like I'm some genius or something, because we can very easily just start trading way down here. And like I said, the price target would be like 58,000, 57,000 in the case that we do actually break down here. So it's not the time to start celebrating yet, right? I do think we have a little bit of a ways to go. Let me just say, though, that once we get a breakout above this 2021 all-time high here at about 69,400, which I actually specifically told you guys about pretty recently, because I said, like, hey, we didn't close above the all-time high here, so it could just look like a rejection on the weekly chart. Once we do get a weekly candle close below the all-time high, it could just look like a rejection, right? So I specifically warned about that, but I do think that once we close above that level with a weekly candle close, it is wraps, guys. Like, the bull run will be in full-blown bull mode, and we will go absolutely insane with the prices. In my opinion, that's at least what I'm expecting to happen, because yeah, I think once we close above that all-time high, the price will go absolutely insane, and 66K on Bitcoin will actually look really cheap a couple months from now. Now, one last thing. On yesterday's video, you guys got the video to 9 likes. So thank you very much for that. Liking the video actually really helps me out with pushing out these videos to more people, because YouTube will promote the video more and send it to more people in their YouTube feed, right? So thank you guys very much for that. 10 likes would be the most liked video on this channel. So if you could like it, I would really appreciate it. It would be a big milestone for me. Thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one. One last thing I wanted to say is you can still join my Discord server. The link is in the description of this video. I think it's a great place where you can just get to meet more people in the crypto space, make some friends, or just talk about crypto. Everyone here is really into crypto and even investing in stocks and stuff like this. So if you're into investing, then this is a great place to join. Like I said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.